Katie, what the hell are you doing now?
Keep it down, love. Sinbad's got something stashed down here.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're looking at soaps that caused outrage, often more than once.
Get back! Get back!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Triangle.
Hello.
Is there something wrong? Was there nothing on the entire menu to your taste?
Shouldn't the chief purser have been sent?
What better setting could there be for a soap opera than a freezing cold ferry in the Northern Sea? Probably any other setting actually, if Triangle is anything to go by. Their biggest mistake was deciding to shoot it all on a real ferry instead of in a studio, meaning they were all stuck on board in the cold with cameras ill-equipped to handle the constantly changing lighting conditions.
Didn't you like anything?
No, not much. Lacks originality.
This all meant that Triangle never took off. Competent writing could, in theory, make somebody forget about all the dodgy technical issues, but it didn't have that either, with the first ever scene being about the crew leering over a partially nude Kate O'Mara. Neighbours.
Wow, look at this, huh? Crazy.
Despite declining popularity down under, Neighbours has been so beloved by the Brits that it would have died years ago were it not for Channel 5. And that's exactly why it's controversial, not because there's anything contentious about it. After all, this is the program that launched the careers of megastars like Kylie Minogue and Margot Robbie, but because of how it keeps getting cancelled.
Lovely to see you. You too. Hey! Ha-ha! Mikey! No way!
All of this was because of chopping and changing at its network in Australia, but it eventually aired its finale in 2022 after Channel 5 pulled funding for good, no longer bailing out the struggling soap.
Everybody needs good neighbors.
That was until 2023 anyway, when it was revived yet again, now on Amazon. But for how long? El Dorado.
I saw you in the old town, talking to Marcus Tandy.
What?
Gave you some money, what for?
I delivered a letter for him yesterday.
10 years after the failure of Triangle, the BBC was ready to try another glamorous, jet-setting soap opera, and now it was Spain's turn. The Costa del Sol is certainly a more popular destination than the imaginary ferry line between Felixstowe and Sweden, but even that couldn't save El Dorado from disaster.
So English. So splendidly English.
Running for only a year, it was complete rubbish, casting unknowns with middling or even non-existing acting ability, and like Triangle before it, making the mistake of filming everything on location instead of on a soundstage.
You can't trust anyone these days, can you?
The final cherry on top was that, despite its low quality, it was extremely expensive for the BBC to make, leading to more criticisms of how the Beeb was using license fee money. Casualty.
Hello, Casualty, yes? Yes, go on. How many?
Unlike Doctors before it, Casualty was aiming for a grittier, more realistic depiction of the NHS, going to great lengths to research the health service and the problems facing it. But perhaps it was too accurate, because in its first year on air, it had plenty of critics, despite today being a television institution.
Hello there, hello, Robert Palmer. How are you feeling? I got pains in my stomach and my skin's burning.
It was accused of negatively portraying the NHS by showing the intense stress hospital staff are under, with some resorting to unhealthy coping mechanisms. Though it was all designed as a wake-up call for the public to oppose what Thatcher's Tories were doing. As such, the government didn't like it, but the public and the NHS workers the show represented did, celebrating its realism.
Please understand you can't judge efficiency in that way.
But it's still true to say that this tragedy is highlighting the need for small departments such as yours.
No doctor takes pleasure in the death of one of his patients.
Emmerdale.
You're still cheating, Debs, even if it's in your head. You sad, desperate tart. Why are you being like this? I was ready to give up everything for you, my home, my family.
Like all soaps, Emmerdale needs outrageous storylines to keep people watching, while also relying on its lovable cast of characters, as is the case with Coronation Street. In recent years, its notable controversies include the helicopter crash and the Down syndrome storyline. In the case of the former, the program was lambasted for its violence and sensationalism, with some comparing it to the real-life Clutha disaster when a helicopter crashed into a pub and 10 people died. As for Down syndrome, the show was accused of propagating harmful ideas about the condition by allowing Jay and Laurel to terminate their unborn child after finding out it likely has Downs, leading to outrage.
There's a higher than normal probability that baby may have a type of chromosomal syndrome.
Down syndrome?
Hollyoaks. It's been the soap most responsible for pushing the envelope, especially in the last few decades, thanks to its endlessly high-profile plotlines. One storyline was so outrageous it actually got axed as soon as the details were leaked, following the perpetrators of a crime chillingly similar to the real-life murder of 2-year-old James Bulger. Others included Sarah Barnes falling to her death during a parachute jump gone wrong, Warren Fox killing his own fiancée, and the 2006 event where the dog in the pond pub was blown up in an arson attack. If you want to be scandalized on an evening, tune into Hollyoaks. Crossroads.
Angela, wake up. Oh, right. Sorry, love.
A soap miss from ITV this time, Crossroads was on and off screens for 40 years in all, always plagued with technical issues. Quite simply, it didn't have anywhere near enough money, following the staff of a motel in the Midlands. Well, it did until the late 80s, when ITV decided to revamp it by changing the name to Crossroads Kings Oak, with the intention of focusing on the nearby town instead.
That was the weirdest thing. It was like I drifted off to this very strange place. You are?
Nobody liked that though, and it was cancelled, only to return in 2001. But the revival was just as shoddy, despite being fronted by Jane Asher, and ended up with the insulting revelation that the entire reboot was just a dream in the head of a supermarket worker who loved the original.
Maybe some other time.
Maybe. Mr. Sampson.
Bye-bye, Angel.
Coronation Street. It's the longest-running TV soap opera in the world, and you don't get that crown without drawing in massive viewership. Some controversial storylines in Corrie's past include the whodunit mystery about Toya Battersby's traumatic assault and Pat Phelan's killing spree, which people thought was far too graphic for the time slot. Backstage though, and things aren't all rosy. Throughout 2025, there have been allegations that the set is an unpleasant place to work. It's been claimed that some stars are allowed to take extra brand deals on the side, while others have been disallowed from doing so by ITV, and that the double standard has turned things toxic. EastEnders.
This, my sweet, is a letter from my solicitor telling you that your husband has filed a petition for divorce.
How do you steal viewers from Coronation Street when it's ruled the airwaves for 25 years? By creating the most controversial storylines then imaginable, of course. That was what EastEnders did, with violence, sex, and kitchen sink realism taken to new extremes.
Happy Christmas, Anne.
We all remember Dirty Den serving those divorce papers as one of the most ruthless soap moments ever. But a more controversial outing was in 1997 when the characters headed to Dublin. There they encountered every Irish stereotype known to man, with their long-lost family turning out to be filthy drunken layabouts.
I just want to talk to the lady.
Get off!
I just don't want to talk to you.
Hey, you playing it up!
Ah, look what you've come and done now.
Even the Irish embassy got involved, with concerns that the program could affect tourism to the country. Brookside.
Why did you come here tonight?
To see Mum and Dad. Say hello.
Right, after 6 months you suddenly turn up out of the blue.
If EastEnders wasn't extreme enough for you, you were well served by Brookside as it went off the rails in the 1990s. We've talked many times about the incest storyline between Nat and Georgia Simpson, but it was hardly the only time Brookside resorted to shock value to gain viewers. The first outrageous storyline was the legendary Body Under the Patio, when Trevor Jordache was murdered and buried in the back garden. For 2 years, the nation was gripped, waiting for somebody to unearth his remains.
What is it? What is it? It's a hand!
And who could forget the explosive happy cults led by Simon Howe, who blew up a house in the name of Christianity. Have you ever swapped your baby for somebody else's? Let us know in those comments below, especially if your name is Ronnie Mitchell.